Steph, thanks for clicking. This is my 9th update for Panner's Bingo. Kana Gray created this project and it's bingo. She made 5 bingo cards, you pick one. Each month she's calling 6 numbers, and once your number is called, that's kind of your green light to get credit for meeting the goal for the type of item that matches that number. The game started on January 1st. I am updating this late. I talked about this more in my project and panning update, but I was sick for 3 weeks in August, so I got really behind on videos and I'm still playing catch up. I am recording this on September 9th, so it is very late. I think I'm not going to get it up until tomorrow. It goes up when it goes up, and that's just how it is. Also, as a result of being sick for 3 weeks, I wasn't wearing makeup during that time, so my progress isn't all that great, even though I am recording this late. I do not have any goals met this month and no rollouts. There are going to be roll-ins, but the roll-ins are a little bit different this time, and I will explain that whenever I get there. But first, I'm going to go through the progress that I do have this month. Since the intro, I have been working on B1, which is hardest to pan, and I think the hardest thing to pan is highlighter. So I picked this Tarte Exposed Highlight. It's a deluxe size, but it didn't have much use on it to begin with. I am trying to hit pan. I have 48 uses on this and still no pan, though there is a dip that does show up on camera, so you can look at that. I have a total of 48 uses on this so far. At the last update, I believe I had 42. So I did get some use out of it, and I should get more over the next month, assuming that I don't get sick again. Also, since the intro, I've been working on 072, which is leftover from another project, and I picked this little black eyeliner. I don't know what brand this is, but it is a drugstore brand, and I am trying to finish this. I knew it would take a few months to finish it. I actually thought I'd have this done by now. I have now used this a total of 47 times. I haven't needed to sharpen it in the last month. I think I can sharpen it one more time, but I'm not entirely sure. But I am still using it. I'm working on several eyeliners right now, and also the lashes that I've been using lately have a special eyeliner that you're supposed to wear with them, so I can't wear this with lashes now. So that is competing a little bit, but I am going to keep working on this. B12 is flower, and I picked this Sweet Summer Kiss shower gel from Bath & Body Works. I have been using this over the last month. I did finish that massive bar of soap and then switched to this. I think, though, I went from that purple line to that pink line. That is still a little bit more than a month left in this bottle, unfortunately. So I really did want to finish this during the actual summer. I don't think I'm going to do that, but I'm going to keep working on it till it's empty anyway. I'm not going to leave like that much left in the bottle and put it back under my sink. So I am going to work on finishing this. I don't think it's going to be this coming update, but the update after. I also don't have quite as much time between updates because this is late, and I'm going to try to catch up by then. N35 is candy, and I picked a lip balm because it's spearmint scented. This is just a promotional lip balm that I got from my former dentist. It has his business name and phone number on it. But I went from that purple dot to the pink dot, so I actually did make progress on this. It's a decent lip balm. It's not really any different than chapstick, and I didn't directly pay for it, so I'll go ahead and use this up, which is my goal. And I'm thinking at that rate, maybe 2 more months. I am almost up at the lip of the product, and so we're getting closer, and I'm going to keep working on it probably 2 more months. 070 is your favorite brand, and I picked Tarte as my favorite brand. That was kind of hard because I don't really have one in particular, but I picked this Tarte blush in the shade Captivating, and my goal is to hit pan. I've used this 37 times, and that's what it looks like now. I am wearing things down. This has to be pretty shallow. It's just a deluxe size, but I'm not sure where the pan is, but I'm going to keep using it until I find it. But it is getting smoother down there in that part in particular. So I have seen some progress, but no pan yet. I-29 is a category you want to eliminate, and I would like to eliminate all tanning products from my collection. I'm not really interested in trying to alter the color of my skin tone. I just think it's a hassle to use, and I don't feel like I really gained anything by using them. But I have this sample deluxe size of the Bondi Sands tanning foam in the shade Dark. I used this once, so I'm up to a total of 6 uses now, and I don't know that I can make a new mark. I can't see through the black packaging, and I can only really guess where I am based on shaking it, so I don't know that I can make a new mark. And I am only using this on my legs, so I'm not using a whole lot of it at a time. My idea being my arms get more tan than my legs, and so using it on my legs, they'll match a little bit better. But I am still using this, and I'm trying to finish it. N32 is complexion, and I picked a sample of the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer in the shade P8. It is significantly darker than my skin tone, so I'm using it as a cream bronzer. At the last update, I had 3 uses, and I am now up to 7, so I used it 4 times in the last month. I'm not anywhere close to done. I don't need a whole lot of it, but you can see in there, I'm working on it, I'm getting there. And so I'm gonna keep using this. I like using this in particular under powder foundation. I don't think it works quite so well if I'm not underpainting. It's a bit too much coverage relative to the foundation, given that it is a concealer, but that's how I'm using it, is under a powder foundation as a bronzer. 074 is your favorite show, and I picked Stranger Things as my favorite show. And my character in Stranger Things that is my favorite is Dustin Henderson, and he's a planner. So I picked an item for him that was something that I want to finish eventually, but I'm not ready to yet, and I put a usage goal on it, and it's my Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil in the shade Heartless. Heartless is a discontinued shade. I'm trying to use this 24 times. At the last update, I had 4 uses. I've used it 3 more times for a total of 7, and so I have 17 uses to go on this eyeliner. B11 is your favorite season, and my favorite season is winter, so I picked this Bath & Body Works Winter Candy Apple Body Lotion. I did not use this in the last month, and I wasn't expecting to. I'm still using my more summery scents right now. Even though it's called Winter Candy Apple, I think of apple as being a fall scent. So I'm probably going to start using this within the next 2 months. We'll see how that works out, but there's not a whole lot left in there, and I wanted to finish it this winter or fall anyway. But no progress yet, but that was kind of as planned in this case. And the last one I was working on was 068, which is skincare, and I picked this Body Firm Crepe Erase Lift and Smooth Neck Firming Treatment. You can see where I'm at right now is the pink line. I hadn't used this before I brought it into this project, so that is about halfway after 1 month. And I'm filming this late, but also there were about 10 days where I skipped out on skincare because I was sick, and so I actually think I can have this done by next month. I do think it has an effect, but I used an Earth Harbor neck cream in the past that I think worked better. So I don't think I'd purchase this over that, but it's okay, and I'll go ahead and finish it. So there was my progress with no rollouts, but I am gonna roll things in. As of the last update, it was not possible for me to get bingo on my card because there were not 5 numbers in a row that had been called. And so I do need to roll things in if I ever wanna win. However, in a first, Kana actually did not call any numbers this month. So even though this is September 9th, she still has not called any numbers. I really hope she's okay. But for the purposes of the game, I went ahead and randomized 6 of the numbers that hadn't been called yet. And those numbers were G52, 071, G46, I21, 065, and 067. And that actually included all of the remaining O's. So I now have all of the O's called, and it is now possible for me to get bingo in the O column with these numbers. However, if Candy comes back and starts calling official numbers again, I'll correct and just use the numbers that she's using and not these ones. For right now though, I am going to go ahead and do roll-ins for the numbers that I called for myself. I had 3 of those 6 numbers on my card, so I have 3 roll-ins. I21 is easiest to pan, and I think the easiest thing to pan is single-use items. You only use them once and then they're gone. And I had a set of 5 of these Loops Hydrogel Eye Masks. They're the Weekly Reset Rejuvenating Masks. And this is the last one I have, so it's now a single-use item. It's no longer a set of 5, it's just this one. And so my goal is going to be to finish it for I21. G46 is black or white, and I picked this Bare Minerals Maximus Mascara in the shade Maximum Black. It is black, and my goal is going to be to finish this mini mascara. I have used this. The wand is really large, and I don't particularly like that, but I do have to admit that it volumizes pretty well. The mascara itself, I'm not sure about it. I haven't had this that long, but I did add eye drops to it to thin it out because after about 2 weeks of using it, it got really globby, and that did work. So I don't know if that was just a fluke or if the full size would be like that too. If it is, I wouldn't buy it. But I'm going to go ahead and finish this for G46. And then the last one I have on my card is 067, and that one is loose. I picked this Bare Minerals Original Foundation in the shade Neutral Ivory. That's where I'm at right now at that pink line, and my goal is going to be to finish this. As I said, I do use this with the concealer that I'm using as a bronzer, so I'll use them both together, which is nice, and my goal will be to finish it. I'll go ahead and put my bingo card on the screen. The open circles are ones that are called that I have not met my goal on. The ones that I've just now called unofficially are purple, whereas the ones that Kana have called are green. And then the ones that are filled in are goals that I have met. It is now possible for me to get bingo one way, and that would be the O column. That will not be easy. I have not yet met any goals in the O column, and for me to meet all of the goals in that column, that means hitting pan on the Tarte blush. I have to finish that black eyeliner. I have to get the uses on the pink Urban Decay liner. I need to finish the powder foundation, and then I need to finish the neck cream, and that one won't be hard, but the other four are actually all pretty tough goals. But now I have somewhere to focus, and I think that might help me with this project if I can narrow down where I need to focus my efforts. And so wish me luck, good luck with your projects, and I'll see you next month. Bye.